Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Otsego County Sportsplex for more Northern Michigan Warhounds hockey. I'm Taylor Phillips, and tonight the Warhounds prepare to face off against the West Michigan Sentinels. Warhounds hockey, of course, is sponsored by Bugs and Stuff Pest Control, Servanotics Hockey, Treetops Resort, Left Lane Athletics, McDonald's, Rip Cut Woodworking, Bigby Coffee, Trouttown Tavern and Eatery, Contender Athletics, Rustling Leaf Photography, Veterans Guard VA Claim Consulting, Hit Club Hockey Supply Company, The Bostic Agency, Surf Pro, Magical Vacation Planner by Ralph Lake, Dave's Garage in Gaylord, sponsor of our pregame show, Alpen Buffs Outdoor Resort, the Gaylord Area Chamber of Commerce, Smith Realty Group, Mural Construction, and Hogan's Jewelers, the jeweler with service. And this is our Dave's Garage pregame show, sponsored by Dave's Garage in Gaylord. Starting it off with a team report, last weekend the Warhounds were swept in a doubleheader here at the Sportsplex by the Summit City Distillers 8-5 and 5-3. Tucker Cruz led the Distillers with a hat trick in the first game, while Jaden Bowl, Channing Gorzak, Roberto Matias, Caleb Chillman, and Sam Barnett each scored for the Warhounds. And then the second game, Distillers captain Cody Hess picked up a goal and assist, while Sam Barnett, Mason Held, Roberto Matias each scored for the Warhounds. So the Warhounds fall to 2-4-0, 2-4-0-0, still with 4 points. As we take a look at the standings, the Summit City Distillers improved to 3-2-0-0 with 6 points in second place. The Warhounds are back in fifth place, back down in fifth place in the APL Western Division standings. Tonight, the Warhounds play the West Michigan Sentinels, who are in first place at 5-1-0-0 with 10 points. Although the Sentinels lost to the Toledo Mobsters 6-2 on the road a week ago today. So the Sentinels have a powerful offense, and they know how to win games. So the Sentinels appear to be the favorite to win the Western Division. And on paper, that they could be in the APHL final against the Ridgetown Royals, who are 5-1-0-0 at 10 points, the same exact record as the Sentinels. So, speaking of which, let's go around the APHL. The Toledo Mobsters at the Summit City Distillers already in progress. Let's check the score right about now. Right now it is 1-0 Toledo leading Summit City. First intermission. Also tonight at 7, the Wooster Bulls at the Ridgetown Royals. And then tomorrow night at 7, the Royals travel to Detroit to take on the Motor City Muskies tomorrow at 7. Let's take a look at the State of Michigan sports update. Earlier today, starting in the NHL, the Red Wings came back to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3 in overtime. Alex DeBrincat scored the game-winning goal. A sniper of a shot top shelf. Wow. Cam Talbot made 31 saves in net for Detroit. Lucas Raymond, unassisted. Ben Sherrod, Moritz Sider scoring for the Wings. For the Blue Jackets, Jet Greaves with 29 saves. Van Tilly, Wood, and Wierenski scoring for the Blue Jackets. The Red Wings remain in first place in the not-so-Atlantic Division, but it's named the Atlantic Division anyway. But anyway, the Red Wings take on the New Jersey Devils at the Prudential Center Monday at 7. The Pistons tip off in Milwaukee against the Bucks tonight at 8. Jaden Ivey has a possibility of coming back on the court a year after his severe injury, a torn ACL, a broken fibula. But right now, in college football, the Michigan Wolverines lead the Maryland Terrapins 42-13 with 11:41 left in the fourth quarter. Michigan was trying to get their offense going after struggling with offensively the last few weeks, but it seemed to be back on track now. And Iowa just scored a touchdown to make it a 1-point game with 1:29 left. MSU leads 17-16 pending the extra point. Gronkowski to Gill from 13 yards out with 1:29 left. PAT is still going on. That scoring drive, 5 plays, 42 yards, a minute and 8. So it is tied at 17. The extra point is good. We may have overtime, but MSU is going to get the ball back still with 1:29 left on the clock. That's our State of Michigan sports update. We'll be right back in just about 5 or 10 minutes for Puck Drop right after this break. This has been the Dave's Garage pregame show sponsored by Dave's Garage in Gaylord. This is Warhounds Hockey. All right, time for the starting lineups and the national anthem, and then puck drop.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alpine Village of Gaylord, and welcome back to our very own Otsego County's First Class. Tonight we present American Premier Hockey League action. Today we welcome the visiting West Michigan Sentinels and our very own Northern Michigan Warhounds. First of all, let's meet the starters for the visiting Sentinels. On defense, number 11, Quentin Roseboom. On defense, number 65, Tyler Blackburn. The left wing is number 91, Josh Underwood. The right wing is number 96, Kyle Shaw. Starting at center, number 26, Tyler Burns. In goal, number 34, Zach Wood. Head coach Brian Brown and the rest of the Sentinels. And now starting for your Northern Michigan Warhounds. On defense, wearing number 2, Caleb Shulman. On defense, number 15, Matthew Hine. The right wing is number 13, Mason Harrell. The left wing is number 27, Sam Barnett. Starting at center, wearing number 10, Hayden Wurzbacher. And starting in goal, number 45, Jacob Zornick. Associate Coach Rod Weed, Associate Coach Tom Pratt, Head Coach Joshua Parizio, and the rest are your Warhounds. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise, I'd like to call your attention to the north end of the arena and the flag of the United States. Tonight we welcome Wade Walsh, who will lead us as together we honor America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart they were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bumpers singing there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet fly, the land of the free and the hope of life.
All right, it's time for puck drop between the West Michigan Sentinels and the Northern Michigan Warhounds. Only the second meeting this season between the Sentinels and Warhounds. Jacob Zomick in goal for the Warhounds. Zach Wood in goal for the Sentinels. Tough task for the Warhounds against the first place Sentinels, who are coming up a 6-2 loss to the Toledo Mobsters a week ago today, last Saturday. Iowa just beat Michigan State 20-17. So the Spartans have now lost 8 straight. But the opening faceoff, controlled by the Sentinels, and we're underway. Elwood to Roseboom. Back to Elwood at his own blue line. Sentinels still control. Here's a steal by Hell, but he shoots it in. Zach Wood plays it out for number 65. That's Tyler Blackburn. Warhounds on the forecheck, but the Sentinels still control. Roseboom passes it ahead. Couldn't control it. Not controlling it is TJ Burns. Here come the Warhounds the other way into the corner. Centering pass, nobody there, and Kellogg will retrieve it at center. to Giblin. To Wurzbacher. Shoots it in. Wood plays it out with his stick. Barnett's tried to center one. Couldn't connect. Here come the Sentinels the other way. Kerry Shiring up the right wing. Nice move. Gets tripped. There is a penalty call on the Warhounds. That's going to be a tripping call easily. I believe that's going to be on Austin Giblin. Just a minute 5 gone by in this hockey game. Warhounds win the faceoff and clear it down. Now here's Parker Gee with it on the power play along with Ryan Morse. Morse with the puck, geeks around to Ellens. Back to Gee. Back out to Dominsak. Great steal by Matthias. Offside because of that. 18:20 left to play first period. 1:26 left on the Sentinels power play. Faceoff will come outside the Warhounds blue line in front of the Warhounds bench. It's 5-on-4 for the Sentinels. Looks like Matthias is going to take the faceoff against TJ Burns. Burns wins the faceoff. Here's Nick Allen with it. Allen tries to center one, but it's cut off by Chillman. Allen gets it back from the left corner. Elwood back to Allen. Tries to pass it across, but it's cut off and cleared by Christopher Bronson of the Warhounds. Sentinels retrieve it. Nick Allen in his own zone. To Roseboom. Roseboom carries it through center. Or to center, sticked away by Wurzbacher. But the Sentinels get it back instantly. Elwood to Shiring. Couldn't connect, and the Warhounds clear it down. Roseboom for the Sentinels has the puck. To Allen in his own far corner. As seen on your screen, on your YouTube screen. Nick Allen tries to make a move. Pass held. Does. Nice move into the zone. Allen has it sticked away, but gets it back in the end board. To Elwood. Near right corner. Elwood waits. Right circle across to Allen. Sharp angle shot. Easy save by Zomick. Gets in front of that. Cleared off the rafters. So no penalty on that. So just 5 seconds left on the Sentinels power play. 17 minutes flat. 17 minutes flat left in the first period. 3 minutes gone by. Here's a wrist shot blocked. Penalty is over. Ryan Morse with it. Shot goes wide. Here's Morse with it again. Nice move on Mason Held. Morse circles around. Centers one to Ellens. Couldn't get it. Barnett gets a stick on it and carries it the other way. Full strength. Warhounds. Held to Wurzbacher. Couldn't connect. Overskated. Held to Barnett. Into the slot. Shot and a save by Zach Wood. And they'll hang on. 16:21 left first period. Still no score. Still goalless. Can you stop twiddling your fingers? Face off to the left of Zach Wood. Sentinels control. They win the face-off. Elwood near his own bench. Here's a steal. Centers one. Couldn't connect. That was Matthias with a steal. Here's Viola with it. Gives it up to Elwood of the Sentinels, but it's held in by Heim. Puck is behind the net. Viola tries to control. Bothered by 3 Sentinels, and they finally knock it loose. Chillman shot hit Viola. Here's Matthias with a wrist shot, goes wide. Right. Matthias gets it back. Tries to shoot it back in, but the Sentinels take over. Here's Elwood with it the other way into the Warhound zone. For West Michigan, here's a shot and a save with a blocker by Zamek. Wurzbacher ahead to Matthias. Coughs it up to Elwood. Issue forced right there by Dominsak. Elwood to the right corner, saved with a stick by Zamek. Allen gets checked. Shot and a save by Zamek on Shiring. Caleb Chillman with it. Cleared to center, but taken back by Dominsak. Matt Heim with it. Go. Here's a lead pass too far away for Jaden Bowl, who avoids a check. Roberts, left corner to Patchett. Bull. Giblin tries to kick it ahead, but it's stolen by Shiring. Takes a hit. Down goes the official. I'm sure that was accidental. He just got to get out of the way. Here's Dominsak. Onside, but stolen by Coy Kendall. Coy Kendall through the zone into the Sentinel zone. Right circle. Kendall with the back. Coy Kendall with the backhand on a save by Wood. Nick Allen loses control of it, but it's backed up by Shiring, and here come the Sentinels 3-on-3. Shiring gets knocked down off the puck by Barnetts. Nick Allen left corner. Unable to hold it in is Tyler Blackburn, and the Sentinels retrieve it and clear it all the way down to center. Intended pass, no icing. Kellogg with the puck for the Warhounds to Mason Held. Sentinels control. Here's Roseboom with it. Back on the ice, up the left wing into the zone. To the left corner, spins. Allen's with a shot and a save by Zamek. Puck comes all the way to Heim, to Kellogg, along the end board. To Wurzbacher. Ahead to Wurzbacher. Stick in the lane by Ellens, and that's offside. "13 minutes flat left to play in the first period. Face off at center. Still goalless. Caleb Chillman gets the puck after Viola wins the faceoff. And he'll clear it down to center to Bull. Sentinels come in delayed offside. They tag up, and now Roseboom with a shot goes wide. Goes over top. Rebound. The net comes off, and that'll be a faceoff. No penalty. 12:37 left, first period. Face-off won by the Warhounds, but almost stolen. Now it is stolen. Elwood with a shot blocked by Viola. And here comes Viola getting a drop pass from Matthias into the zone. Pad saved by Zach Wood. Here's Viola with another opportunity. He's tried to send one, but off a skate. Here's a wrist shot. Oh, it goes in! Zach Wood thought he got a piece of it. He did, but he couldn't make the save, and it trickles off his left shoulder and into the net. Warhounds strike first. They're up 1-0 with 12:13 left, first period. We'll get the official scoring on. I couldn't see who got that backhander up on the left shoulder home. But it's 1-0 Warhounds. Might be Jaden Bull out there. Couldn't see quite the number clearly, and Zach Wood fields a one-hopper and holds on to it. 11:59 left to play. First period, 1-0 Warhounds. Still waiting for the official scoring. Face-off to the right of Wood. Wurzbacher and Nick Allen on the face-off. Nick Allen's a forward and defenseman, two-way player. As listed, here's Perry Shiring. Matthias. Jaden Bull. And Viola. Saved by Wood. Matthias from Bull and Viola. To make it 1-0 Warhounds. 11:14 left, counting. Here come the Warhounds again. Held. Drops it off for Barnitz. Couldn't stick handle it past Allen, and Allen clears it to center. Barnitz takes control again. Barnitz, cross ice, nobody there. Held was behind the play. Coy Kendall tries to get a stick on it. There's a penalty coming up to. Nope. Check that. It's a touch with a high stick. 10:52 left. First period, 1-0 Warhounds. Michigan just beat Maryland 45-20. Sentinels win the faceoff. And they control the puck. Here's Roseboom with it. Shoots it in. Just a little bit wide of Zamek. Ryan Morse has it knocked away. Morse gets it back. Off the skate of Coy Kendall. Back to center. Here's Roseboom with it. To Blackburn. Back to Roseboom. Roseboom coughs it off to Patchett. Patchett for the Warhounds. Has it stolen, and the Sentinels clear it down. Here's a wrist shot by Allens over the glove and over top of the net of Zama. Here's a centering pass. Doesn't get through. A penalty coming up to the Warhounds. It's going to be a hooking call at 9:48 left. Looks like it's going to be on Coy Kendall. Time of the Matthias goal, it's going to be 17. It's going to be 7:47 from Bull and Jaden Bull and Anthony Viola. 1-0 Warhounds, and they go back to the penalty kill. Coy Kendall for hooking. Time of the penalty is going to be 10-12, perhaps. Sentinels carry it in. You've got to get a stick on that. Giblin, saved by Zamek. On TJ Burns, they don't hang on. Zamek will hang on. Shot through the slot. 9:21 left. Sentinel on the attack on the power play. Cross ice to Elwood. Elwood, wrist shot Zamek with a blocker save. Giblin clears it down. Zach Wood plays it out for Roseboom. Here's Allen with it from Roseboom. Allen carries through center. Nice move. Allen in the right corner with it. Centers one to the middle. Shot blocker saved by Zamek and out and out of play. Shot taken by Roseboom, and a faceoff will come into the Warhounds zone with 54 seconds left on the Sentinels power play. 1-0 Warhounds. 8:42 left. First period. Warhounds clear it down. Now here's Dominczak to Ellens. Dumps it into the right corner. Matt Heim gets it for the Warhounds and clears it down the ice. Zach Wood plays it with his stick to Dominczak. 8:19 winding down first period. 1-0 Warhounds. Sentinels on the power play with 27 seconds left. Now here's Brandon Bine with it. Around the net. Stolen by Heim and cleared down, but not out. Mason held. Pass ahead to Matthias, shorthanded one-on-one. Matthias to the left of the goal. Circles around the back of the net, and now it's taken the other way by Parker Gee. Sentinels shoot it in, and Warhounds penalty is over. Coy Kendall out of the box. Bull backhand pass to Wurzbacher 1-on-2 into the zone. To the faceoff circle. Wide of it. Centers one. Nobody home. Brian Morse jumps on it for West Michigan. Pass intercepted by Matt Heim. To Giblin. Ahead to Wurzbacher. Tips it in. Deep. Wood plays it with his stick behind his own net. Wurzbacher holds it in. Roseboom takes over. To Emery. Cole Emery. Bounce pass intercepted by Giblin. Here's Barnett's up the left board. Jaden Bull with the puck. Tries to drop it off while being pursued. Roseboom ahead to TJ Burns. Now here's Fine with it again. Makes a move past two Warhounds. Into the slot. Pad save by Zamek. Rebound. Backdoor try. Wraparound. Two saves by Zamek. Zamek somehow kept it out of the net on the second wraparound try by the Sentinels. Penalty coming up as the Warhounds take it the other way. That's going to be a tipping call on the Sentinels with 6:13 left of the play in the first period. And it's going to be on Cole Emery on defense for the Sentinels. So the Warhounds will have their first power play of the game. Sentinels still have 5 men on the ice. Now they have 4. So they send Dominczak to the Sentinels bench. Nick Allen wins the faceoff. Roseboom clears it all the way down. Zamek will let it go for Matt Heim into the corner. Mishandled. Nick Allen couldn't quite get there in time. 13:37 is the time of the tripping penalty on Cole Emery. Matt Heim in his own zone. Warhounds on the power play, trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Chillman to Heim. He finally carries it ahead into the zone, right wing. Centers it too far. Dominczak to Heim. Centers one to Held. And Zach Wood will cover up. A little extracurricular activity. A push from behind by Parker Gee. but not much. 5:31 left first period. 1:19 left on the power play for the Warhounds. Sentinels have been over 2 on their power play thus far. Very important game for the Warhounds, and it's a big one. It's against the Sentinels, the first place West Michigan Sentinels. Sentinels win the faceoff and clear it down. Here's Matthias up the left wing. Tries to center, but it's cut off by Roseboom. Now here's Viola with it. Viola around the left corner. Back out to Chillman. Just held it in. Lost control of it a little bit. Here's Viola. Gets knocked down. No call. And it's cleared down by Burns to Zamek. Chillman on the puck. 32 seconds left on the Warhounds penalty. A power play. Ahead to Viola. Viola. Centering pass to Barnitz. Deflects wide. Nick Allen retrieves it. And clears it down to Zamek. Plays it for Giblin. And the Sentinels return to full strength. Penalty is over. Both teams are 5 aside. No icing. Here's a steal by Koykendall. Behind the net. Good forecheck by Koykendall. He tried to look for somebody open. Koykendall with a great attempt, and now it's icing on the Sentinels. 3:46 left first period, 1-0 Warhounds. Face off to the left of Wood. Here's a steal by Patchett against Dominzak. Allens couldn't control the bouncing puck. A battle for it. Now Allens comes away with it 2-on-2 with Ryan Morse. Good stick by Matt Heim forcing that issue. Matt Heim tries to pass it along, does. Good stick by Bronson. Patchett clears it in, shoots it in. Allen corrals the puck just barely. Passes to Emery. And the Sentinels ice the puck yet again. 2:52 left, first period, 1-0 Warhounds. Face off, another face off in the Sentinel zone. .252 left, first period, 1-0 Warhounds. Warhounds win the face-off, but it's stolen by Fine. Oh, a big hit. Hard hit to the boards in front of the Sentinels bench. Morse on Wurzbacher at center, at neutral ice. And that'll be a penalty on Morse. That could be boarding. So with 2:43 left, in the first period, the Warhounds go back to the power play. Face off to the left of Wood. Warhounds win the face off. Heim to Chillman. He'll take a shot. Saved by Wood. Rebound. Barnett.
17 seconds. The Sentinels Morse.
Battle. 3-on-2 battle for the puck. Warhounds win it. Heim to Chillman. Chillman with a shot. Another save by Wood for the pad. Wurzbacher with a rebound. And Wood with another save. Puck goes to the corner. Mason Held gets there first. Wurzbacher back to Chillman. Deflected. Saved by Wood. Deflected by Held. Rebound comes out to Chris Velasco, and looks like the net comes off its moorings. 1:20 left on the power play for the Warhounds. 2:03 left in the first period. Northern Michigan leads West Michigan 1-0. Warhounds win the faceoff. Barnett's to Chillman. Gets it to Viola. Cross ice. Matthias with a shot saved by Wood. 2 saves by Wood, and the net comes off the moorings again. The clock is still running. Now it stops at a minute left on the power play. 1:43 left in the first period. Face off to the left of Wood. Viola wins it. Matthias to Barnett. To Matthias. A cross ice pass. Viola scores! Top shelf. Power play goal, Viola. 2-0 Warhounds. 1:37 left to play in the first period. Warhounds are setting the tone early in this hockey game. Beautiful centering pass. Beautiful one-timer. A rocket of a one-timer by Viola. Top shelf. Perfect direct hit. 2-0 Warhounds lead it. Sentinels win the faceoff. Roberts gives it up. Viola intercepts it and clears it down into the Sentinel zone.
Warhounds goal scored by number 11, Anthony Viola. Assisted by number 26, Roberto Matthias.
Matthias has a goal and assist.
27, Sam Barnett. Power play goals in 18 minutes, 23 seconds.
18:23, the time of the power play goal. Zamek with a glove save on Shiring. A shot from Shiring, a wrister from the middle. 53.2 seconds left. First period, 2-0 Warhounds. Viola from Matthias and Barnett's on the power play at 18:27 of the first period. Sentinels win the faceoff. Shot deflected, knuckle puck. Bronson tries to shoot it to the corner. Centering pass doesn't connect, and it's Chillman ahead to patch it. Deflected. Koikandel tries to get it, and now it's a 2-on-2 battle for the puck. Koikandel on it. Patch it. Save. Another save on Bronson by Wood. Ten seconds left in the first period. Chillman holds it in. Wrist shot. Easy glove save by Wood with 5.5 seconds left. First period. Just one more face-off in the Sentinel zone, at least. And the Warhounds will make a change. Face off to the left of Wood, won by Morse. Held in by Barnes with a glove. Nice, and that will end the first period. The buzzer sounds. So the Northern Michigan Warhounds set the tone early. And now we have a little extracurricular activity. Ryan Morse takes down Caden Wurzbacher. Oh my goodness. Ryan Morse is getting himself into some serious trouble. Oh my goodness, that was blatant. And that'll be a penalty, another penalty on Morse, as the Warhounds will go back to the power play to start the second period. But right now we're entering the second intermission, with the score reading the Northern Michigan Warhounds 2 and the West Michigan Sentinels nothing. Let's take a look at the scoring summary. Roberto Matias from Gene Bull and Anthony Viola at 7:47 into the first period at even strength. And then on the power play at 18:23, Anthony Viola from Roberto Matias and Sam Barnett. So Viola and Matias each have a goal and an assist. And the Warhounds lead it 2-0. Team stats. Let's check the shots on goal real fast. It is 15-12 in favor of the Warhounds, and they lead 2-0. We'll be right back. Start of the second period, 2-0 Warhounds. I'm getting word that Nick Morse is going to get a double minor for his roughness on Caden Wurzbacher. Just got my call from Pickin_APHLs on Instagram. Thank the Lord for. Wow. So listen to my play-by-play on the Instagram handle at Pickin_APHLs. So second period is underway. It's a roughing double minor on Ryan Morse. Here comes Wurzbacher. Warhounds back on the power play. Zach Wood gets the pad in front of it and hangs on with 19:38 left. 3:39 left on the power play. So it's a double minor at the Warhounds score. They stay on the power play minus 2 minutes left. Chillman to Heim. Across to Barnitz. Back to Chillman from the left corner. He'll take a slap shot and glove save by Wood. He'll hang on. 19:21 left. Third period, 3:22 left on the double power play for the Warhounds. Face off to the right of Wood. Looks like Wurzbacher and Allen will take the face off. Comes back to Chillman. Shot deflected off of Wurzbacher. Deflected by Allen and cleared by the Sentinels. Zamek will play it with his stick. Away from Allen to Barnitz. Along the far board. Back to Heim in his own end board behind his own net. Ahead to Barnitz. Tipped by Allen. He comes up with a steal, short-handed. And Zamek will glove it down in front of Parker Gee and hang on for a face-off. Sentinels short-handed here for 4 minutes. 2:49 more. 18:48 left. Face off to the right of Zamek. Allen and Viola. Viola wins the face-off. He's good at winning face-offs. Here's Matthias with a spin move. Into the zone. Puts on the brakes. Matthias to Giblin. On the power play. Try to deflect it. No dice. And we have a whistle. And it looks like the net came off its moorings again. 18:26 left. Second period. 2:27 left on the Warhounds double power play. Face off to the left of Zach Wood. Sentinels control cleared, but deflected off the netting and out of play. 18:20 left. Second period. 2:21 left on the Warhounds power play. Puck goes to the left corner off the face-off. Battle for the puck won by the Warhounds. Viola, though, coughs it up to Bine, and Bine clears it down the ice. Looks like Velasco was in pursuit, shorthanded, but the Warhounds get there first, and they cough it up to Emery. Viola tried to steal it, but Emery keeps it and shoots it in. 1:50 left on the Warhounds power play. Now here's a lead pass to Jaden Bull on a breakaway. Deke scores! A breakaway goal on the power play by Jaden Bull, and the Warhounds extend their lead came in just onside, and Jaden Bull made no mistake. Made a nice move on Zach Wood and beat him top shelf off the crossbar and in. 3-0 Warhounds with 17:43 left in the second period. So the Warhounds starting off strong in the first period, leading 2-0 after one period to play. Now it's 3-0. Face off at center. Mason Held dumps it in. Puck slides all the way along the end boards. Matthias on the assist. And Viola. 2:17 the time of the power play goal on a breakaway by Bull from Matthias, and Viola icing on the Warhounds with 17:08 left in the third period. And there will be a face-off to the left of Zamek inside the Warhound zone. Nick Allen and Caden Wurzbach are on the face-off. Allen wins the face-off this time. Shot goes wide. Barnitz corrals the puck and clears it to center. Blackburn shoots it in, but Heim intercepts. Looks like Barnitz made a passing attempt as he got checked to the far board. Shillman to Heim. Ahead to Barnitz. Couldn't connect. He was back checked. No icing. And now here's a one-on-one battle. Shiring and Kellogg. Here's a penalty coming up. Sentinels control. Play continues. It's going to be on the Warhounds. Going to have to... no, it's a delayed offside. Rather, no penalty. Yeah, that was just the linesman. My mistake. Here's Viola with a chance. Left circle. Sharp angle shot off the back of the net. Off the side of the net. Bull with a shot. Goes wide. Chillman wrist shot. Saved by Wood. Chillman holds it in with his hand. Good play. Nick Allen gloves it out of midair. Chillman with a one-timer and a glove saved by Wood. And he'll freeze it for a face-off. 15:45 left, second period, 3-0 Warhounds. Northern Michigan is coming out really aggressively in this hockey game. Dominating against the first place West Michigan Sentinels. The score is 3-0. Northern Michigan in the lead. Viola and Morse on the face-off. Warhounds control, shot blocked by Vine, and now here comes Ellens on a breakaway. Kellogg in pursuit, left circle. Kellogg gets a stick on the puck. Penalty coming up to the Warhounds, and now they'll be shorthanded. It's going to be hooking, I believe, on Kellogg as Hunter Ellens came in on a breakaway with Kellogg in pursuit from behind. So there'll be a power play for the Sentinels and a face-off in the Warhound zone. With 15:31 left in the second period, Sentinels are trying to get on the board here. They will try not to get on the board. Held or Morrison, Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher wins the face-off and Roberts clears it down. Sentinels retrieve it. Deminsak to Bine. Bine just barely holds it in. Bine to the right circle. Drop back to Ellens. One-timer blocked by Wurzbacher. And Wurzbacher clears it down the ice. Zach Wood plays it with his stick to Ellens. Lead pass And it's icing against the Sentinels. Looks like Ellen's tried to pass it ahead. Just miscommunication, and it results in an icing. Looks like Bronson takes the face-off for the Warhounds. The Sentinels win it. Here comes Dominczak on the power play. Matthias in pursuit. Morse tried to pass it along, but it couldn't connect. Heim held in by Dominczak. Here's Morse with a shot. Blocker saved by Zamek. And Heim gets there first and clears it down the ice again. 52 seconds and counting on the power play for the Sentinels. 14-19 winding down first period. Here come the Sentinels again. Here's Roseboom with it to center, into the zone. Caleb Chilman makes a defensive play and clears it down. Good steal by Chilman. That's part of how you play defense. Here's Nick Allen with it, into the zone. Almost got tripped by Barnett. Still keeps control of the puck. Barnett still on him. Drop back to Roseboom. Back to Elwood, left wing to the middle. Shiring, right circle, across to Allen at the blue line. To the middle to Roseboom, deflects wide on the shot. Elwood to Shiring. Here's a shot over top of the net as the Warhounds return to full strength. Mason held out of the box. Elwood on the puck, stolen by Held. Stick by Bronson, almost cleared out, but held in. And now Chilman clears it down. Barnett gets the lead feed. Drops it back for Heim. Wrist shot, pad save. Rebound, Wurzbacher one-timer. Couldn't get enough wood on it. And now Wurzbacher, or should I say Barnett, loses his stick. Sentinels carry it the other way. And now here's a breakaway by... No, that's icing called. Looked like Matthias got there first, but they say it's icing. Matthias clearly got there first, but they made a mistake. So the faceoff will instead come out to center ice. Still 3-0 Warhounds. .12:45 left, second period. Warhounds win the faceoff at center. Giblin to Kellogg, shoots it in. Velasco. Held in by Giblin. Matthias drop pass, and now it's cleared by the Sentinels. Kellogg will get there first. They'll try to clear it down. And it's stolen by Burns, and now here's Caleb Hoffman. His shot blocked by Bull. Here come the Warhounds again the other way. Matthias and Bull 2-on-3. Centering pass. Oh, what a move and a goal by James Bull. He's got two. Matthias will get another assist. And it's 4-0 Warhounds with 12:03 left in the second period. Those Northern Michigan Warhounds are on a roll tonight. Mercy me. Bring out the sticks of TNT Dynamite. It's a blowout thus far. So Gene Bull's got 2 goals. Wurzbacher wins the faceoff at center. Barnett's Heim, Chilman back to Heim. Back to Chilman in his own circle. To center, Barnett deflects it in. Zach Wood will cover up in his own crease and hang on with 11:48 left to play in the second period. Warhounds are looking to add to their 4-0 lead with a face-off inside the Sentinel zone to the right of Zach Wood. Wurzbacher and Morse on the face-off. Wurzbacher wins the faceoff. Chilwell with a wrist shot deflects wide. Held with a steal. Coughs it up. Here's Ellens with it. Giblin. 7:57 the time of the goal. Matthias and Giblin on the assist on Bull's second goal of the game, and it's 4-0 Warhounds. Puck held in by Chillman. One-timer and a save by Wood. Puck goes to the left corner. Vines stolen by Barnitz. Tried to pass it to Hell, but it's coughed up. Dangerous pass. That's Barnitz with a steal. Shoots it out the other side to the corner. Coy Kendall out there. Check from behind. Good holding by Heim. Here's Chillman with it. He'll pass it to Barnitz. Barnitz, left corner, back out to Heim. Here's shot. Stick save by Zach Wood. Coy Kendall on the rebound. Back to Heim. Shot deflects wide. It hit Barnitz, I believe. Otherwise, Coy Kendall. Sentinels clear it down. And it's icing on the Sentinels. 10:16 left. Second period, 4-0 Warhounds. The Warhounds just have to keep applying that pressure. Because they're playing the first place Sentinels, who are coming off a 6-2 loss at Toledo last Saturday. Giblin holds it in. Here's Patchett with it. Referee in the way, but Patchett plays his stick to the end, plays it with the stick to the end boards. Ellens checked by Coy Kendall, but he makes a nice pass to Underwood. And another icing on the Sentinels as they clear it down the ice. 9:53 left, second period. Face off to the right of Zach Wood. Viola and Morse on it. Morse just barely wins the face-off. Puck to the left corner. One-timer on a steal by Viola. And now we have a bit of a pile-up on Zach Wood. Jaden Bull tried to pursue, but he ran into him accidentally. And now the Sentinels will make a change, a wholesale change that is. 9:45 left, second period. Warhounds still trying to add to their 4-0 lead. It's still 5 aside. Viola and Allen on the faceoff. Viola wins it. Giblin, wrist shot. No, he tried to pass it to Bull. Here's a centering pass and a save by Wood with a blocker. What a save by Wood. Bull. Hook. Here's a steal. Matthias. Deeks. Pad save by Wood. Rebound goes over top of the net. Allen with a steal, with a rebound. Stolen by Viola. To the right corner. Matthias picks it up. Waits. Gets it to Roberts, but it's sticked away by Shiring. Puck goes to the end board. Puck taken by Parker Gee, but held in by Giblin, and now it's going to be a hand pass. That's what they're signaling. The officials are signaling. 9:03 left, second period. Faceoff will come to neutral ice outside the Sentinel blue line. 9:03 left, second period, 4-0 Warhounds. Wurzbacher and Allen on the faceoff. Wurzbacher has been struggling on faceoffs thus far tonight. Nice move by Barnitz. Just gets it into the zone, but the Sentinels take over. Now, oh my goodness, we have a Warhound down. That's Barnitz. He is not getting up. Another cheap shot by a Sentinel player. That's going to be Tyler Blackburn on it. What was that about? 8:50 left. Oh my goodness. Barnett does get back up. He's okay. That's good news. So Blackburn will head to the box. 8:50 left, second period. Warhounds will go back to the power play, leading 4-0. West Michigan is falling apart tonight thus far. Just past the halfway point of regulation. 8:50 left, second period. Now the officials are sorting it out. Right now it stands just a roughing. They're going to discuss this penalty on Blackburn of the Sentinels. 4-0 Warhounds thus far. So indeed, the Warhounds will go back to the power play, face off in the Sentinel zone. No doubt about that one. It's going to be a 5-minute major on Blackburn. Wow. The Warhounds will try to score as many goals as they can on that 5-minute major power play to try to add to their 4-0 lead. Gene Bull with 2 goals already. And an assist. Matthias with a goal and 3 assists. Anthony Viola with a goal and 2 assists thus far. Sentinels win the faceoff. Now here's Ryan Morse in pursuit of Chillman for the puck. But Mannheim picks up the loose puck. Time to Barnitz. Makes a move around Morse. Barnitz carries into the zone. Nice move. Gets hooked. No call, but Barnitz still with it. Back out to Chillman at the blue line near the Warhounds bench. To Barnitz. Tries to wire one, deflected, but Wood with a save on the pad. Chillman will retrieve it at neutral ice. Ahead to Mason Held. Off the skate of Cole Emery. And back into the Warhound zone. Mannheim has it. Long pass ahead. Jaden Bull deflects it in deep. Jaden Bull, nice control with the puck. Back to Mannheim. Off the crossbar. Chillman to Heim. I believe that's Barnitz with a wrist shot and a chest save by Zach Wood. He'll hang on. 7:31 left. Mannheim thought he had it, but it's still 4-0. Just a little bit too high off the crossbar. 3:42 left to play in the 5-minute major power play for the Warhounds. Gillen partially fans on the one-timer attempt off the faceoff. And it looks like TJ Burns doing the clearing honors for the Sentinels. Coy Kendall with the puck for the Warhounds. Viola drops it off to Coy Kendall. Across to Matthias. Up the right wing through center. To Coy Kendall into the zone. 7 minutes left in the period. Down to 3 minutes left on the power play. The major power play. Coy Kendall with it for the Warhounds as they lead it 4-0. Try to add to it. Coy Kendall to Viola to Matthias. Behind the net. Back to Giblin. Passes to Jaden Bull deep. Tied up by Nick Allen. A battle for the puck. Nick Allen wins the puck, but it's sticked away by Viola. The ball to Matthias. One-timer blocked by Roseboom. Puck skips all the way to Giblin. Back at the blue line to Matthias. Pass too hot to handle for Coy Kendall, and now Elwood shorthanded the other way. They'll just give it up to Coy Kendall. Nobody home there for the Sentinels. Too far ahead for TJ Burns, and Wurzbacher with it through center for the Warhounds. Wurzbacher spins around, gets it to Coy Kendall. Wrist shot, and the puck almost comes loose. Zach Wood didn't know where it was, but it's held by Wood. 5:48 left. Second period, it's still 4-0 Warhounds. 1:58 left on the 5-minute major power play for the Warhounds. Face off to the left of Wood. Tyler Blackburn, a 5-minute major for charging. At 11:10, the time of that charging major on Blackburn. Sentinels clear it to center. A second time. Barnett's gets to the puck. Takes it the other way. Nice move. Barnett's gets his stick tied up by Emery. Puck to the corner. Back to Heim. Heim fails to hold it in. Puck skips to Shiring. Perry Shiring. Nice move. Saved by Zamek. Chillman to Heim, back in his own, behind his own net. Under 5 minutes to go, second period. 4:52 and counting. Matt Heim with it. To Wurzbacher, shoots it in deep. Comes out to Matthias, being pursued. Matthias, nice move. Gets hooked. Penalty coming up to the Sentinels here. Coy Kendall gets control of it. Zamek to the bench for an extra skater. A cross check from behind. And man, the Sentinels just can't stay out of the penalty box. It's going to be a hook on Cole Emery. 38 seconds left on the Blackburn 5-minute major. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for the Warhounds for just 38 seconds. See if they can capitalize here. If not, they'll head back to the 5-on-4. Sentinels win the face-off. Giblin holds it in. Matthias, full with a one-timer, whiffed on it. Had it stolen by Roseboom and all the way down the ice, and Zamek will play with a stick to Giblin. Hooking on Emery. Warhounds shoot it in. 7 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Coy Kendall finds an opening, shoots it, saved by Zach Wood. And it's back to 5-on-4. And it's coughed up to find on a breakaway. Coy Kendall in pursuit. Nice defense by Coy Kendall. Sentinels are looking for a penalty, but Coy Kendall played it right. No, wait, they're going to call a penalty on Coy Kendall. What's that for? A trip? Didn't look like it to me. What was the call? Oh, boarding. Oh, roughing. Oh, no, it's not a trip. Oh, okay. That sounds more accurate. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for a minute and 12. Sentinels on the attack. Puck hits the netting on the shot by Nick Allen over top of the net. It just barely hits the netting with 3:32 left. That's deemed out of play. 4-0 Warhounds lead the Sentinels. 1:04 left on the 4-on-4. And then the Sentinels will head to the power play as of right now. Matt Heim has the puck a little caught up in his skates. 16:20 the time of the roughing penalty on Koikendall. Koikendall, I thought, had a nice hit off of Bine on that breakaway, shorthanded breakaway, as Roseboom has his shot deflected over top and off the netting and out of play. 3:04 left. Second period, 4-0 Warhounds. 36 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And then the Sentinels will have a 48-second power play as of right now. Warhounds win the faceoff but cough it up. Roberts loses an edge, lost an edge while trying to clear it down. Zamek made the glove save and held on. 2:57 left. Second period. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. One-timer deflected to the corner. Burns. Elwood couldn't shoot it. Blackburn. Burns deflected it wide. Tried to center. Intercepted but held in. Shot deflected by Mason Held. Apologize for any language back there. And the Warhounds clear it down. The Sentinels will head to the power play for 48 seconds. 39 seconds left on the Sentinel power play. Here's Elwood with the puck. To Dominczak, wrist shot over top of the net. Nick Allen holds it in. To Blackburn. Wrist shot gets through to Zamek. Makes the stomach save and hangs on. 1:57 left to play second period. 18 seconds left on the Sentinel power play. 4-0 Warhounds. Face off to the left of Zamek. Looks like Bronson and Parker Gee on that face off. Gee wins the face off to Allen. To Roseboom. At the blue line. Cross to Allen. Allen waits. He'll take a wrist shot. Zamek with a glove save. 1:45 left on the Sentinels. 1:45 left in the second period. 6 seconds left on the Sentinel power play. 4-0 Warhounds. Bronson and Gee on the face-off again. Gee, two quick face-off wins. Chillman clears it down, but not out. Warhounds penalty is over. Back to 5 aside. Under a minute and a half to go. Nick Allen with the puck to the Sentinels. It's 5-on-5 again. Zamek sticks it away. Matt Heim tries to clear, but it's held in by Roseboom, who loses an edge. A battle for the puck. Roseboom tries to cover it up, but Koikendall clears it down the ice. Not enough distance for icing as Nick Allen retrieves it. 1:01 left. Nick Allen stick handles it away from Bronson. Matthias gets his stick on it. Mannheim has it stolen by Shiring left wing. Centering pass. Elwood couldn't get a shot off. Matthias couldn't corral it. Sentinels control it in their own zone. Nick Allen, 39 seconds left. Chillman has it off his skate. Now here's Parker Gee with it. Body check by Matt Heim. Shoots it wide, and now puck is sticked away by Viola. Back to Allen. Shoots it off the glass, and it's icing on the Sentinels. 19.9 seconds left, second period. 4-0 Warhounds. Two goals in the first for the Warhounds and two more here in the second. Thus far, that's how we stand right now. Here's a wrist shot by Matthias and a glove save by Zach Wood. 12.6 seconds left in the second period. 4-0 Warhounds. And another face-off in the Sentinel zone. Sentinels make a wholesale change. Kane Wurzbacher against Morse. Warhounds win the face-off. Kellogg with a wrist shot. And Zach Wood hangs on to it with 7.4 left, second period. Face off to the left of Zach Wood this time. Battle for the puck. Barnett's and Underwood. And time runs out in the second period. We have a little scuffle, another scuffle coming up. This time with no blatant activity. But either way, it's 4-0. Warhounds lead the Sentinels after 2 periods of play. Still waiting for these shots on goal. We'll get them momentarily, but it's 4-0 Warhounds, and we'll be right back. Just about under a minute away from the start of the third period, the Warhounds lead the West Michigan Sentinels 4-0. Shots on goal. Shots on goal are 34-23 in favor of the Warhounds. Jane Bull with 2 goals and 1 assist. Anthony Viola with a goal and 2 assists. Roberto Matias with a goal and 3 assists. Sam Barnitz and Austin Giblin also with 1 assist. Jake Zamek has stopped all 23 shots on goal thus far. So we have a bit of an on-ice delay. I'd like to thank Hogan's Jewelers for sponsoring our game, our player to watch. Hogan's Jewelers, the jeweler with service. Oh, there's Narco. From Blaster Jackson, Timmy Trumpet. So the opening face-off in the third period. Warhounds carry it up ice, into the zone. Barnitz, back to Chillman. It's Ryan Morse for checking for 2 minutes, so the Warhounds are on the power play again. Horsbacher with a shot blocked. Heim tried to pass it to Chillman, but Allen got his stick on it. Chillman gets it back to Heim. To Held, back to Chillman. Mishandled it, but gets it back, but he coughs it up to Velasco. Short-handed. Zamek makes the save. Heim with a rebound. Will take it the other way. He'll play it ahead as the Warhounds make a change. On the power play, Nick Allen with the puck for the Sentinels. Roseboom shoots it in. Barnett's on the loose puck. Behind his own net. Carries it up ahead. Cross ice to Viola. Up through center. And he slides ahead of the puck. Offside. 18:38 left. Third period. 1:39 left on the Warhounds power play. Faceoff will come outside the Sentinels blue line. Viola and Ehlers on the faceoff. Ehlers wins it. Vine shoots it in. Coy Kendall jumps on the loose puck. Around the back of his own net. Carries it up ahead through center to Matias. Got a stick on it but couldn't corral it. And it's cleared down again by the Sentinels. 18:14 left in the third period. 13 seconds left on the Warhounds power play. Puck is deflected. Sentinels try to shoot in, but Viola cuts it off. Morse out of the box. Both teams are 5 aside. Sentinels are back in full strength. Puck is deflected out of play and into the netting. 17:51. Face off in the Warhound zone. Burns and Viola on the face-off. Viola wins it cleanly to Heim. Shot blocked by Chilman from Emery. Emery with another shot blocked by Chilman again. Emery gets it back. Zamek with a save, and now he smothers it for a face-off. 7:32 left, third period. Warhounds lead 4-0. Face-off in their own zone. Looks like Allen, or should I say Burns and Viola. Viola win the face-off. Heim has it stolen by Elwood. Kyle Shaw on the puck. Viola steals it, gets knocked down. Emery tries to hold it in. Matthias gets tangled up with Emery, and the Sentinels score. The puck deflects in. It appears Cole Emery got a shot off. 17:11 left to play in the third period. The Sentinels get a bit of a deflection, get a bit of a break, and they get on the board. And the Warhounds lead is now 4-1. We'll get the official scoring. We don't want too many. The officials don't want too many men on the ice on the Sentinels here. Kyle Shaw on the goal. Burns and Elwood. 2:49. Puck deflects out of play. Kyle Shaw from TJ Burns and Josh Elwood at 2:49 into the third period. Even strength. Allen and Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher wins the faceoff, cleared by Heim. Intended for Barnitz, and now Mason Held with the puck. Nice move. Wrist on the backhand, and a save by Zach Wood. 16:35 left, third period. Pistons lead the Bucks 41-33. 8:33 left, second quarter. 39-33. But 41-33 now. But Sentinels win the faceoff and take it up ice. Ryan Morse into the corner. Makes a move away from Kellogg. Knocked away by Barnitz. Blackburn. Delayed offside. Sentinels have to tag up. Warhounds with the puck. Long feet ahead. Caught off by Blackburn. Stolen by Wurzbacher. Mason Held taps it into the Sentinel zone. Here's Coy Kendall with a loose puck. Partially fans on the wrist shot. Chilman tries to hold it in, but no. Sentinels carry the other way. Here's Morse with a shot, with an opportunity, but it's sticked away. Another almost opportunity, near opportunity by Kyle Shaw, but Hine clears it down the other way. Fine with it. So the Sentinels back into the Warhound zone. Good defense by Coy Kendall and Heim to Bronson. To the middle of the Patchett. Shot blocked on a wrister. Cleared to center. Chillman. He'll shoot it in. Zach Wood gets in front of it. Velasco around his own net to Elwood. Ahead to Burns. Couldn't corral it. Matt Heim comes away with it. To Patchett. He gets checked. Velasco. Back to Emery, who made that check on Patchett. Big collision. We have a penalty. And it's going to be on Matt Hine. .14:31 left in the third period, and now the Sentinels are trying to cut the Warhounds' lead to 2 goals. It's 4-1, Northern Michigan in the lead. Face off to the right of Zach Wood. Sentinels go back to the power play. They got their 1 goal on even strength. 5 aside. Roughing on Matt Hine. 5:29 the time of the Heim roughing minor. Here's Nick Allen with it. Sentinels on the power play. Allen carries it into the zone. To Burns. Whiffs on it. Still with it. Makes a move on Wurzbacher. Tries to pass it across, but nobody home, and it goes to center on its own. Roseboom back in his own zone. To Elwood. Here he comes. Nice check, but it comes back to Allen. Back to Roseboom. Nice move. Stolen, though, by Mason Held on a breakaway. Through center. Into the zone. Fumbles it. Oh, man. And now here come the Sentinels the other way. Nick Allen into the Warhound zone. Across to Morse. He fans on it. Still with it. Centers it. Cut off. Wurzbacher tries to clear, but it's held in by Shiring. Elwood. Still with that puck. Pass to Shiring. Couldn't corral it. Fine with it. Near side. Has it sticked away. Ryan Morse. Parker Gee. Fine fans on it. Parker Gee gets it. Or should I say Ryan Morse. Wrist shot. Summit gets a piece of it, and it deflects off the netting and out of play. With 12:54 left to play in the third period, 23 seconds left on the Sentinels power play. It's still 4-1 Warhounds. Puck goes off the side of the net. Chillman tries to clear, but it's held in by Dominsak. To Allens. Back to Gee. Back to Dominsak. Devine in the left corner. Great check by Kellogg. Great check by Matthias, but it comes back out to Dominsak with a wrist shot and a chest save by Jake Zamek. 12:26 left, third period. 4-1 Warhounds. They are back in full strength. Back to 5 aside we go. Both teams make changes. Face off to the right of Zamek. Nick Allen will take the face off of the Sentinels. Viola for the Warhounds. Viola wins the draw. Heim along the end boards. Puck is loose. Kareem's off a stanchion. Comes out to Underwood. Hits Viola. Good block by Viola. Shiring with it. Shot blocked by Viola. Here's Parker Gee on the loose puck. Has it back checked. Heim clears it down. It'll be icing on the Warhounds. 11:57 left, third period. Warhounds lead it 4-1. Sentinels win the draw. One-timer by Dominczak goes way wide. Partially fanned on it. Puck goes to the right corner. Underwood. Shot deflects wide. Allen on the other corner. Dominczak at the blue line. Nick Allen along the board. Plays it around the inboards to Shiring on the other side. Gets bumped off the puck. Jaden Bull shoots it in. Sentinels have it again. Here's Shiring. Zamek with a stick save. Dominczak. Pass picked off by Barnett. Here he comes 2-on-1 with Bull. 3-on-1. Here's a wrist shot. Pad save. Rebound score! Warhounds send 3 men on the rush and it's 5-1. Zach Wood with a pad save, but he couldn't handle the rebound on that second shot attempt. And it looks like Caden Wurzbacher got that goal. It's 5-1 Warhounds. That's the insurance marker they needed. Face off at center. Warhounds shoot it in. Barnett's with a centering attempt. To Held, who has it. Coughs it up, though, to Blackburn. But Wurzbacher with a steal. Centering pass, nobody home. It's a race for the puck. Kellogg and Elwood. Elwood tries to slash the puck away from Elwood, but Elwood comes up with that wrist shot high and over top. Wurzbacher does get the goal. Held with the puck. Jaden Bull with a goal and 3 assists. Zach Barnett with 2 assists. 9 minutes flat the time of the goal. Time of the Wurzbacher goal. Here come the Sentinels again. Here's Roseboom with it. Gets through Zamek, sticks it away. Held in by Blackburn at the blue line. Wrist shot off of Heim, who made the block. Here's an attempt by Morse. Puck deflects up high, and the Warhounds take it the other way. Patch it to Coy Kendall, and a blocker saved by Wood. Rebound loose. One-timer goes wide by Heim. Elwood to Vine. Through center. 2-on-2. Good steal by Heim. Good poke away by Heim. Coy Kendall clears to center. Velasco. Ahead to Morse. Velasco tips it into the zone. Heim to Chillman. Pass ahead, intercepted by Vine. Bull tries to poke it ahead, and now Bull with a breakaway. No, he gets hooked. No call. Bull does get on the puck in the near left corner. Matthias doesn't get there. Vine gets there. Viola coughs it up to Morse. Across to Ehlers. Here come the Sentinels the other way. Into the zone. Zamek gets a piece of it with his glove. Battle for the puck at the Sentinels blue line, but it's Giblin who backs it up. Matthias shoots it in. Warhounds make a change on the fly. Shiring behind his own net. Good stick check by Viola. 8:21 and counting. Third period. Warhounds lead at 5-1. Giblin plays it ahead to Viola. Dangerous pass intercepted by Velasco. And Roberts is going to go to the box as he takes down Parker Gee. 8:08 to go, third period. And the Sentinels will go back to the power play again. Warhounds win the faceoff and clear it all the way down rapidly. Down to 8 minutes left in the third period. Interference. 8:52 the time of the interference penalty on Roberts. Warhounds clear it to center. Oh, nice move by Barnett, and Giblin will clear it down. Here's Wurzbacher. Has a shot blocked by TJ Burns. Here's Elwood to Shiring with a shot. A wrister and a glove saved by Zamek, and he'll hang on. 7:22 left. Third period, 1:15 left on the Sentinels power play. 5-1 Warhounds. Time becoming more of a factor now for the Sentinels here. Sentinels win the faceoff. Ehlers with a wrist shot wide, and it goes to center. Dominsack at center. Carries it in to the zone. Takes a wrist shot and scores top shelf. What a shot by Dominsack. And it's 5-2. It's a power play goal for Dominsack with 7:06 left to play in the third period. Carried it into the zone and with a fancy wrister top shelf beating Zamek. Sentinels win the faceoff at center. That's Ryan Morse against Viola. And we have a whistle. Do the Sentinels come in offside? No, it's cleared out of play. From neutral ice, so no penalty. 7:01 left. Dominchak. Yeah. Warhounds on a delayed offside. And again, now here's Matthias with a steal and a chance for wrister and a save made by Zach Wood with a glove. 6:28 left to play, third period. 5-2 Warhounds, and a faceoff coming up in the Sentinel zone. Dominsack for the Sentinels makes it 5-2 Warhounds. That's a pretty wrister by Dominchak. Sentinels shoot it in. There's Nick Allen in the corner against Chilman. Viola to Bull. Clears it. And out of play. That's going to be a delay of game on Quentin Roseboom. 6:04 left, and the Warhounds will head back to the power play as they try to add to their 5-2 lead. Let's see if the Warhounds can try to put a little icing on the cake. It's Wurzbacher and Allen on the faceoff to the right of Zach Wood. Heim and Chilman on defense. Held and Barnett on the left. Held on the right wing. Barnett on the left wing. Roseboom is arguing his case. He's saying he deflected it accidentally. But it's not going to win. It's not going to win his insinuation. Wurzbacher wins the faceoff. Comes out to Chillman. Across to Heim. Backhands it to Barnes. Barnitz back to Chillman. Off his skate. He holds it in. Thanks to Wurzbacher. But Allen intercepts it. Clears it down. Zamek closes the gap with a glove. With a stick. Here's Matt Heim with it. Across to Wurzbacher. Warhounds carry it back in on the power play. Wurzbacher stops. Tries to wire a deflection by Held. Wood makes the save. Allen clears it back down. Behind the net, Zamek plays it with his stick to Heim. 1:18 left to play. 1:14 left to play on the power play. 5:14 left. Third period. Barnitz to Held. Had it sticked away. Barnitz on the interception. Back to Chillman. Across to Heim. Wrist shot. Nope. Passes it to Barnitz. Couldn't handle it. Chillman holds it in, though. Nick Allen gets a stick on it. Wurzbacher to Barnitz. Nice move. In on goal. Had it stick blocked. Now Emery with a corralling of the puck. Ahead to Morse, and he clears it down. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Warhounds. And now, is there a penalty coming up? No, wait a minute. Yes, there is a penalty. It's on the Sentinels. So the Warhounds will have a 5-on-3. It's a slashing call on Cole Emery with 4:25 left in the third period. The Sentinels penalties continue to pile up. And now Cole Emery is arguing with a head official. And he's still arguing. Time of that slash on Emery is going to be 15:35. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Warhounds for just 21 seconds. Viola and Morse on the face-off. Held in by Koykendall. To Viola. To Bull. Back to Koykendall at the blue line. To Viola. Koykendall couldn't handle it. That's what you have to do. Giblin. To Viola. 5-on-3. Now it's a 5-on-4. Back to Giblin. Matthias to Bull. Spin move to Matthias. Allen, should I say Roseboom, gets a stick on it. 1:16 left on the power play for the Warhounds as they lead it 5-2. 3:36 left in the third period. Koykendall bumped off, but Viola gets on it. Matthias centering pass to Koykendall. Oh, what an opportunity, but Matthias couldn't quite handle it. Tried to shoot off a sharp angle, but Zach Wood comes up with it. And he hangs on for a face-off with 3:22 left in the third period. Warhounds still on the power play for another 58 seconds. And the Warhounds power play unit makes a change. Looks like Chillman is back out there, along with Heim, Wurzbacher, Held on the right wing, and Barnitz on the left wing. Wurzbacher will take the face-off against Allen. Allen wins the face-off. Velasco clears it but not out. Chillman across to Heim. Again, we apologize for the language. Chillman to Heim, to Barnitz. Back to Heim. Back to Chillman, one-timer, wide. No deflection. Barnitz with a nice move. Back to Heim. To Barnitz. Nice move. Nice spin move by Barnitz. To Heim. 2:50 left. Puck deflected by Shiring. Warhounds still have it. Here's a wrist shot by Barnitz off the top of the glass and off the rafters and out of play. 2:40 left. Third period, Warhounds still lead 5-2. 15 seconds left on their power play. Sentinels make a change on their penalty killing unit. Face off to the right of Zach Wood. Here's Wurzbacher with an attempt. Save. Zach Wood. Rebound. Score. No goal. It's a penalty on the Warhounds for slashing. Matt Heim wants to know what's going on. Mason Hell with a slash. And we apologize for even more language back in the booth. Away from me. So there'll be a face-off in the Warhound zone. So that'll be 5 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Sentinels will go to the power play for 1:55 with 2:29 left to play in the third period. Mason Held goes down. Here's a chance for Matthias. Splits the defense. Takes a high stick penalty on the Sentinels. Oh my goodness. 2:18 left to play third period, and the Sentinels, it appears, will not have. They just got on the power play for another 1:49, but Cole Emery heads back to the Sentinels penalty box. That's at least the third penalty tonight on Cole Emery. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's number 4. That's penalty number 4 on Cole Emery. .218 left, third period, so it's going to be 4-on-4 for 1:49. Looks like the Warhounds are going to be on their way to a victory, to an upset victory over the first place Sentinels. Wurzbacher wins the faceoff. Chillman to Giblin. Wurzbacher. Giblin. Barnitz. Mr. Spinorama Barnitz. Sam Spinorama Barnitz. Here's Barnitz again. Loses an edge, but gets it back to Wurzbacher. To Barnitz, in behind the goal. Pass picked off by Roseboom. They'll clear it down. Here's Elwood with opportunity, being the icing. Zomick with a poke check attempt. That forces Elwood to shoot it wide. Elwood gets the puck again, and now Wurzbacher is down. Whistle blows. Wurzbacher does get back up on his knees, back up on one skate. 1:31 left to play third period. Matt Heim having a discussion with one of the officials. As of right now, there's no penalty yet. Still 4-on-4 for another 1:02. Face off to the right of Zamek. Bull and Morse on the face-off. Morse wins the face-off. Wrist shot, a save by Zamek, and he'll hang on. 127 left to play. Third period. 58 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Warhounds, Sentinels win the face-off, but the puck comes all the way back into the Sentinel zone. Allen retrieves it. Carries it back the other way. Ryan Morse gets beaten to the puck by Matt Heim, who clears it. It's deflected off the netting, out of play. 41 seconds left of the 4-on-4. 109 left of the on the period. Third period. Heim clears it, but held in by Underwood. Heim gets it to Koykendall. Still 4-on-4 for under a half minute. Koykendall will cough it up to Bine for West Michigan. Koykendall body checks Bine. That's a clean one. Here's Hanley with it. Koykendall with another hit, but that's going to be a penalty. They say, at least they say. Koykendall will head to the box. And more language in between the penalty boxes we apologize for. So it's a 1 second 4-on-3 power play. Bine made a spin move. Back to 4-on-4. Glove saved by Zamek. 4 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then the Sentinels will hit back to the power play. 22.0 seconds left in the third period. It doesn't look like the Sentinels are going to come back. Sentinels win the faceoff. Allen. Matthias with a check from behind. And it's cleared back into the Sentinel zone. Here's a shot, a save by Zamek. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Warhounds win it 5-2. They upset the West Michigan Sentinels tonight, 5-2. Dane Ball is our first star of the game with 2 goals and 1 assist.
Job done!
Roberto Matthias with a goal and 3 assists. Let me check the scoring summary here. Anthony Viola, a goal and 2 assists. 43 shots on goal for the Warhounds. 33 on goal for the Sentinels. Jake Zamek makes 31 saves. He almost pitched a shutout. I'll give him the second star. Let's make it 4 stars tonight. Third star is going to be Roberto Matthias with a goal and 3 assists. 4th star is going to be Anthony Viola with a goal and 2 assists. So the Warhounds upset the Sentinels tonight, 5-2. The Warhounds are going to go on the road for 2 games the next 2 weekends. Check the Warhounds schedule. Don't go away yet. The Warhounds will rematch with the Sentinels next, like in 2 weeks actually, or 3 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks at Cedar Rock Sportsplex on December 6th at 7 p.m. And then on December 13th at 4:30, the Warhounds travel to Fort Wayne, Indiana at PSM Fieldhouse to face off with the Summit City Distillers. And then their next home game, not until December 20th, when the Warhounds come back to the Sportsplex, skate back home to the Sportsplex, and face off with the Motor City Muskies. 6:45 Dave's Garage Gaylord pregame show with yours truly. Until then, let's get our sponsor. Let's thank our sponsors before we sign off. Bugs and Stuff Pest Control, Serpenotics Hockey, Treetops Resort, Left Lane Athletics, McDonald's, Rip Cut Woodworking, Bigby Coffee, Trouttown Tavern and Eatery, Contender Athletics, Rushling Leap Photography, Veterans Guardian VA Claim Consulting, Hit Club Hockey Supply Company, the Bostic Agency, Serve Pro, Magical Vacation Planner by Ralph Lake, Dave's Garage, Alpin Buffs Outdoor Resort, Gaylord Area Chamber of Commerce, Smith Realty Group, Mural Construction, and Hogan's Jewelers, the jeweler with service. Until December 28th, until December 20th at 7, when the Warhounds face off with the Muskies, this is Taylor Phillips signing off from the Sportsplex. Once again, the final score, the Warhounds upset the West Michigan Sentinels 5-2. Good night, everyone.